that it's nice to hang out at. You know, as you see, there's all the beach there, beautiful sand, green, and everything else and things like that. So, you know, people like to ask the question is this freedom? Now, what is freedom? Like, is this freedom, you know, having the kind of lifestyle that you want and things like, by the beach and so on. Now, first of all, I don't bring any laptops and so on. I'm here with my little phone there. Now, I can tell you that this is not really freedom. You know, people will say that, you know, having, you know, being able to have vacations and so on, it's, you know, that you have that kind of lifestyle and things like that. But the truth is, this is not freedom. This is just a break, a mini break, a vacation, a holiday, whatever you can call it, right? So the point I'm trying to say is that do not get misunderstood or have the illusion that having vacations or holiday is freedom. But the point I'm trying to bring this out is actually to share with you a greater concept of what freedom is actually is. And I hope by sharing this with you, it can, you know, it can help you to have the real freedom that you want to have, regardless of whether you already have freedom or not. So what is freedom? Now, the way how I look at it is that freedom is basically mastering your personal economy. You heard of the country's economy. So if you are in whichever country, like if you're in the States and so on, you know how is your country's economy. And you know you have your company's economy in where you work with. But have you actually asked yourself, what is your personal economy in that sense? What does personal economy mean? Basically, your economy. How is it going on? Now, if you talk about freedom, then it relates back to your personal economy. See, it doesn't mean that someone who say have okay, let's take a picture there, you know, there's a lot of sails. There's probably some yacht there. I'm not sure whether there's a yacht or not. I don't think there's any yacht there. But you know, it doesn't mean someone who have a yacht or sails and so on, they have freedom. Because they may have messed up with their personal economy. In the sense that they may have debts, or they may have not even made enough money to own the yacht or the sail and things like that, but they have all this kind of luxury stuff. That is not freedom, my friend. That is an illusion of what freedom actually is. So, what do I mean by that? See, when I talk about freedom, it's about mastering your personal economy, which means that, you know, it's not that you have enough to spend, but you have more than enough for you to spend. And that's that, because if you have mastered your personal economy, it simply means that you get to work when you want to work, you get to work with who you want to work, and things like that. And also you have total control of your life in that sense. So financial doesn't really make you achieve happiness in that sense, but it helps you to master, to manage your personal economy, and with that it helps you to create your freedom, because then you can decide when you want to take a vacation, when you want to go to the beach, when you want to have dining in a nice restaurant, you know, when you want to do all of those, right? It has nothing to do with you driving Ferrari or wearing Rolex or IWC or whatever brands. I'm not a branded person. I wouldn't be able to tell you good brands of watches. And like those are all the so-called illusion that people have when it comes to freedom. Freedom is about you having control of your economy. And the way how I look, for me personally, humbly, the way how I have my personal economy is that I have total control of what I do in the sense of building businesses. It doesn't mean that you have to create your own brand. It doesn't mean that you have to create your own products and so on. There are a lot of products and so on that you can grab. Like internet marketing, building a mailing list is a form of building your own business. In network business, building a network is building your own business. So there's a lot of ways to do that. And when you have your own business, you have total control. And that is where freedom comes in. That is where you can control your personal economy. And you don't really need to care about the world's economy, the country's economy, or even your company's economy, whether it's doing well or not. Because a lot of people depends on those in a sense that they just have to rely on that. You know, start changing your focus and thinking how you can have total control of your own economy, where you dictate your income. Making money, having salary is good, is noble, and things like that. I do not say don't do any of those and so on. But I'm just saying is that I think if you have a good income stream, like for instance, like a salary, I think that it is good that you start to focus on building another business and maybe create some kind of part-time income, right? Because like I said, it's more important that you start focusing on building your own business. Then you can control your personal economy.